Does comparative negligence affect my personal injury claim? Imagine you're walking down the street and get hit by a car. You might wonder how much your own actions could influence the money you could get. That's where comparative negligence comes into play. It's a key part of personal injury law that helps decide how fault is shared when more than one person is responsible for an accident. Instead of losing your claim completely if you're partly to blame, your compensation gets adjusted based on your share of fault. There are two main systems used in different states. One is called pure comparative negligence. Under this system, you can still recover damages even if you are mostly at fault. For example, if your damages are $100,000 and you are found 70% responsible, you can still get $30,000. The other system is called modified comparative negligence. Here, if your fault reaches a certain point, usually 50 or 51%, you cannot recover anything. If your fault is less than that, your damages are reduced proportionally. When an accident happens, the court or insurance company will look at all the evidence and decide what percentage of fault each person has. If you are found to be 30% responsible for your injury, your damages will be reduced by 30%. So, if your total damages are $100,000, you would receive $70,000. This process makes sure that fault is shared fairly and that each party pays for their part of the accident. Knowing how comparative negligence works is important because it affects how much money you might get. Insurance companies often try to blame more fault on the injured person to lower their payout. That's why having a good personal injury lawyer can help you gather evidence and argue your case properly. They can make sure your fault isn't overstated and that you get the fair amount of compensation you deserve. In the end, comparative negligence shapes your claim by adjusting your payout based on how responsible you are for the accident. Understanding how fault is assigned and how it impacts your recovery can make a big difference in your personal injury case.